Hello, guys. Hey, Facebook. Big shout out to all of my replay viewers. If you're watching this on the replay, please give me a hashtag replay. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, my name is Letitia Campbell, your #1 sales and remote business strategist. I'm also the CEO and founder of the Campbell Success Network. Smart entrepreneurs hire me to help them dominate their sales and systems by teaching them how to turn their ordinary business into a highly scalable remote organization so that they can accelerate their wealth and freedom. Hey, LaShawn, welcome to the broadcast, Mama. As you guys are rolling on in, please do me a quick favor and just pass this broadcast on. This is sort of like a check-in, and I also want to give you guys some personal advice about how I just recently dealt with doubt, right? We all deal with some form of doubt in our business. So just give me a moment, guys. I'm just going to also watch this live on my tablet because for some reason, sometimes my comments don't come in here on my phone. Hey, Charlita. Hey, LaShawn. Oh, yes, I see your comment, LaShawn. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as you guys are rolling on in, please do me a quick favor and pass this broadcast on. Please, please, please. That's all I ask. Because I do know that somebody who is probably following you needs to hear this information. Hey, Sasha. How are you, Sasha? You are so funny. When I saw that message you sent in the group chat, I was like, girl, Sasha is on it. Sasha is on it. That's definitely important, which is one of the reasons why I'm so glad that I hired you. Hey, Charlita, how's everything? How's the family? So yeah, guys, pass this broadcast on because we as women need to be comfortable and more routine-like with sharing information when it comes to the struggle of building a business. Yes, the struggle of building a business. So I want to first, this is just a check-in, and I want to talk about my experiences with doubt. I have not been live on this page in all week practically. Mainly because you guys know I'm 34 weeks pregnant. There's a lot of appointments, a lot of organizing my home that I have to do, and there's a lot of back-end stuff. But Coffee with Coach, my morning show, Coffee with Coach, that I do daily at 11:30 a.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. We'll be returning tomorrow morning. Woo, woo, woo. So you guys want to make sure you tune into that. Also, my Success Spotlight talk show is going to be airing tomorrow. You guys know every Friday I air this show. I'm going to have an amazing guest and client. Her name is Mariel Morales. She's going to be a special guest on the show. If you didn't get a chance to check her last appearance on the show, definitely go to campbellsuccessnetwork.com and register for this episode, and you'll get an email sent to you on the replay for the last time she was on the show, which was phenomenal. I mean, we went deep. And she's going to be a guest again tomorrow. Sasha Figueroa. Sasha, if you're still on here, put up some emojis. Hey, Felicia, how are you, love? Sasha's going to be on the show next week. Also, she is the systems strategist, so you definitely want to tune in to next week. But definitely register for tomorrow because Mariel Morales is going to be on. I just did a live. I don't know if you guys got a chance to check out the live show I just did with one of my clients, Dr. Ray and Jordan Keller. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. Thank you, Sasha. We're going to be doing amazing. We're going to be launching very, very soon. I'm going to be launching a breastfeeding education membership. For those of you who are moms, for those of you who are entrepreneurs, and you are having your first child, or maybe this may be your second, third, fourth, fifth child, and you're interested in learning more, and more importantly, getting support as it pertains to breastfeeding. So that's something that I'm going to be building very, very soon. So you want to make a lookout for that. So let's jump into this combo, guys. How many of you have struggled with doubt in your business? How many of you have struggled with doubt? Type in me. And what I mean by doubt, I mean when you're questioning whether or not you should be moving forward. You're questioning yourself. Maybe your goal this week was to go live or to self-promote your business or to follow up with somebody who piqued interest or to just ask people if they're interested in buying your product, service, or course. But before you actually took action, before you actually made a move, you had doubt. You sort of pelt backwards, or you have the idea in your head, but it's not the fact of how you should take action. It's really more about, should I be taking action or not? Doubt is like a really big thing in business. I don't care how long you've been marketing your product, service, or course online, there will always be some form of doubt that comes up. And I just recently dealt with doubt just recently, and I wanted to share with you guys on how I handle doubt. And those of you ladies who are watching, if you want to come on the live and talk about your experiences with doubt, let's open this dialogue, because we have to have these hard conversations when it comes to entrepreneurship and asking for that sale and connecting and following up and always evolving and innovating what we do and things like that. And I feel that because there's always a source of doubt, there's always a source. I know my source, and sometimes it takes us a couple of days and maybe a couple of weeks to figure out what that source is. But I know my source is because I'm having all these moving parts together. The doubt is coming up because I have a huge issue when it comes to business with trusting people. Because in my past, I had probably a handful of people that I've trusted with different things, and either they never followed through on it or they wanted to partner with me for their own personal intentions. So from getting burnt in that way, anybody would feel sort of a sense of like, wait a minute, like I ain't showing you the bolts, okay? I'll show you the curtains and the grass on the outside and my pretty little fence, but you ain't coming in my house. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to break down and let somebody even get a foot in to your business, and because you don't know if people are genuine or not until you give them access. Like, I know somebody asked me that before. How do you know if somebody's genuine? You don't know if people are genuine or not until you give them access. I quit my business once a day. Yes. I mean, and that's a real conversation. That's a real emotion. Most of us as women, we go through that because there's so many layers to what we do every day. We're moms, we're wives, we're caregivers, we're people who come to us for advice. We're so many different things that when we're looking at our business and we're just like, oh my God, I have so much doubt about moving forward. So I want to talk about some of the ways that I've gotten over my doubt in the past week or two. And, I hope this will help someone. And those of you who have a business, if y'all can do me a favor and share what you do in the comments, because I'm always looking forward to getting new connections with people, partnerships. I mean, you name it, Yeah, that outer circle, the outer circle. Let me just go back and just, overthinking everything. Yes, Charlita, that's so true. We overthink everything. Everything is like, well, how is this all going to piece together? Like yesterday, I was speaking to one of my clients. Her name is Nina Monica. She's about to launch her course very soon. And one of the things she mentioned was that, she's sometimes, not clear, or she overthinks. And I was like, listen, sis, the number one thing you got to understand is that you got to always remain the thinker in your business. You got to always be the person who comes up with the ideas, and then have people to help you execute those ideas. And I know that when it comes to us building a profitable business, we want to be the thinker, and we want to be the doer. We want to be the executor. We want to be the finisher. We want to do everything, but we can't. And when we have to have, and I had to have that realization with myself, and Sasha Figueroa, who's on here, she's definitely helped me with that, is that having that realization that you can't be everywhere. You can't have your hand in everything in your business, even though it's your business. You have to trust that people are going to help you get to that next step. You know what I'm saying? And there are going to be people that you're going to try out, and they're going to make you unhappy, or they're not going to work up to your expectations, right? And then you're going to have those people that are going to be like, wow, she's like a step ahead. Right away, I get an inbox message of this idea or that idea, or let's have a meeting or things like that, and we got to get used to getting that help, because you don't have that help in your business. You could be a solopreneur, but for so long. No one can have the vision better than you, but we can help. Yes, you are the visionary, and you have to have people to help you execute that vision, right? So one of the major things that's helped me get rid of my doubt, right? And like Felicia made an example, you have doubt every day. Like, doubt can come once a day. It could be once, hey, Robin, how are you? It could be once every day where you feel like just walking away and shutting down your computer and just saying, hey, I'm done. But the first thing is that you got to talk to somebody who you can relate to, or who can also relate to you. How many of y'all have somebody that you can, well, let me first preframe this differently. How many of you don't have somebody that you can talk to that can relate to you and also relate to your business? It's important to have somebody to talk to. It is. When you're talking to people who either don't have a business or don't have a passion to have a business, or just the wrong total people to talk to, of course they're going to convince you to quit or take a break, or why don't you go back to the drawing board or rethink things. They're not going to have that conversation with you to keep you moving forward, And I know in my personal past, I had wrong people that I was talking to, because you got to look at people's intentions. If you're talking to the right person, when they're giving you advice, and when they're giving you tips, and when they're giving you support and encouragement, any bit of advice they're going to give you is either going to push you forward or put you in your place. Because I have somebody that I talk to that literally, this person makes me snap out of myself, meaning that if I'm in a moment of doubt, like, oh my God, girl, like, this is going to be a lot. I'm about to have a baby soon. This is going to be a lot of, this is now is a new program I'm launching. This is another new private client that I'm getting. This is too much. And this person gets me to snap the hell out of it, right? And say, girl, this is what you wanted. This is what you asked God for. This is what you are, this is what your destiny is. You know what I'm saying? So just snap out of yourself. I feel like we complain about the wrong things sometimes, right? We complain about the wrong things. We sit back, and even when things are starting to flow, and maybe you get into a system or things like that, we sit back and complain about it. Like, I remember when I used to be so good at planning ahead, where I used to say, you know what, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to plan my day the day before. I used to even go live about that. I used to even talk about that all the time. Plan today, tomorrow. Plan today, tomorrow, yesterday. So whatever you have to do tomorrow should be planned today. When you're going to do it, what you're going to be doing, how you're going to do it, what have you. But for a while, I snapped out of that. I would be like, okay, I'm just going to wait till the morning to map out my day and things like that. And what ended up happening was either I didn't wake up at the time I wanted to wake up, because I am pregnant, so my body does what it does, or I would just feel overwhelmed right off the bat when I woke up in the morning. And then I had to scale back and say, you know what? I got to get back to planning my day the day before, a day in advance, because this is why I need to do it. Sometimes we got to look back and say, even though we don't feel like doing something, we got to really understand why we're doing what we are set to do in the first place. Because if you're not tapped into the why, the purpose, the benefits of all that, then you're always going to feel like you're behind all the time. You're always going to feel like you want to quit once a day. Yeah, they will often condemn people. Yeah, sometimes people around you, they will often condemn what they don't understand. And people more often are not going to understand what it is that you are building, or the ideas that you have. Although, how many of y'all have multiple business ideas? Type in me. You have multiple business ideas. You just don't want to be known for one thing. You have multiple. Oh yeah, definitely forget stuff, Robin. Definitely. You have multiple passions and things you want to do to help people, right? And that can in itself can overwhelm you. I swear, sometimes I feel I'm in freestyle mode. It's frustrating and time consuming. Yes. Right? So if you have multiple ideas and you're speaking to people, of course you're going to have people that don't understand you know, what it is that you want to do and all these ideas that you have and things like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, when I started to transition, when I started to add on the breastfeeding education under my brand, and I sent the email out, and it's so funny, like one person unsubscribed, and when I checked why she unsubscribed, she's like, oh, this content is not relevant. It's so surprising to me how people are not necessarily accepting of an individual being so versatile in so many different things, but they'll walk into the Target, the Walgreens, the Walmart, and be in stores and department stores where there's multiple products and multiple things being put in front of their faces, right? Hey, Katrina, how are you? Katrina said that's her issue. Okay. And so, you know, with that said, you know, if you want to build this empire, you're going to have a lot of people that don't understand why you're building this empire, don't agree with it. And that's where the doubt comes in too. Because you'd be like, well, I don't want to be seen like I'm all over the place and I'm jumping from one thing to the next. You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle. The second thing that helps me with doubt, I realize, guys, and if this happened to you, let me know. I realize that whenever I'm having doubt, it's because I'm about to go into a different phase of my elevation. Can I get a hashtag wow on that? It's because I'm about to go into another phase, another transition, another elevation, right? For my brand, for my business, for everything. Doubt comes in heavy when it's like that, because I will have these big ideas. Like, I'll write them down and I'll map them out, pages of stuff in my notebook. And then when I'm at that top pinnacle of now saying, okay, I wrote this idea down, I spoke it into the universe, it's happening, the balls is rolling, then it's like, oh my God, doubt is coming. Because with every new idea comes more help, you have to now, you know, expand your mind here, and it comes to another elevation of your business, you know. So even with that said, that, you know, that you have to understand for what it is you're transitioning. Maybe you're evolving. Maybe you're opening your mind up. You know, maybe you're not thinking those things you once have thought 3 days ago. Now it's different. You know, like for me, the big transition for me is collaboration. And like I told you guys, in the past, I've gotten burnt when it came to, for the most part, when it came to collaboration, right? So I question it. I've grown to question it. I've grown to say, you know what? I'm not dealing with it. And this is the reason why many of y'all have not seen me doing summits with other people. Most of y'all see me now since like early this year only do summits or virtual events. I only do them with my own personal clients. Okay. And that's it. Or I'll do them on a show, like with my Success Spotlight talk show. I bring on my clients on that show. Or if y'all see me on a live with somebody that's not on my page, it will be with one of my clients. Like I stopped, I said, you know what? I'm no longer going to be doing summits with other individuals outside my current network, because it wasn't no value to me. I was giving more value to those individuals or that individual, and there was nothing coming back. And in business, I don't care what nobody say, you have to always ask what's in it for you. You can say, well, I want to volunteer for this brief period of time so I can get known and all this stuff, but you're going to get sick of all that at some point. You're going to get sick of showing up on other people's lives and everything, and you're not getting access to their registration list. You're not getting promoted properly. It's just, it just tires you out. You know what I'm saying? You just get to the point where you're just like, I'm not interested anymore. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested. You know, they're not even giving out my contact information. They're not even allowing me to offer anything, and they're not even giving me access to their list. It just gets to the point where you just transition out of it. So when I transitioned out of that and I started saying no, I get people asking me all the time in my inbox, oh, girl, Letitia, I've been following you for years. Girl, I remember, child, they be like, girl, I remember when you was going live from your van, girl. I remember when you was working your 9 to 5 and you was going live. And I remember when you went live and you shared your quit story and all this other stuff. And oh my God, I would love to have you on my show now. Why didn't you have me on back then? Why didn't you have me on when I was in the valley? Catch me. You really gotta really look at the people that are willing to catch you in the valley. Not catch you when you reach to when you accomplish that thing you wanted to accomplish. Let them catch you in the valley. Why didn't you catch me then? You saw what I was doing. You admitted that you was watching me. So you was looking, and maybe at that time you didn't feel, oh, she ain't good enough to go on my show or to be on my summit at the time. But now you want to ask me. Now that you see I got these followers, I got this list. My marketing game has stepped up a few notches. Now you want to come up. Now you want to hop in my inbox. No. Yes, that part. So y'all gotta really look at people's intentions. So y'all don't see me on people's stuff no more. Y'all, and I get asked all the time, and I say no. If I'm showing up on somebody else's stuff, that means they paid me. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I ain't gonna get access to your list or even get access to even promoting anything that I have to offer, if you ain't have nothing that if you're not sending me something in the Cash App or through the PayPal or wherever, I'm not showing up on your show. See, that's the thing we have to stop doing, y'all. And I know I'm getting off topic here, but we gotta stop thinking that us showing up on other people's platform makes you feel qualified. Like, oh my God, this person asked me to show up. This is a sign that I'm qualified. No, you make your platform the shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French. You make your page the page to watch you on, to look at your content, to showcase you. You don't need nobody else to do that. There ain't nobody. My mom used to say it all the time. Whenever I used to sit up there and be envious and jealous of somebody else, she's like, girl, there ain't nobody. Who they? They got red blood running the same way as you do. They gotta pull their pants down and pull their pants up just like you do. There ain't nobody. So yes, if somebody gonna inbox me and say, hey, I would love for you to be on my virtual summit. I would love for you to speak. Okay, we're gonna talk about payment now, right? Like, because you're not in my circle. You're not in my circle. You're not a client of mine. You're not in my community. Why I need to show up on your stuff? Pay me. Like I had an amazing gentleman, his name by the name of Miyoko. That's the first thing we worked on before he even came into my community to teach what he taught. I said, brother man, see, somebody said on their show one day, they said black folks need to get used to doing free stuff for each other. I'm gonna repeat this again for the cheap seats. Black folks need to start doing free stuff for each other. I don't believe in that. Why? Because we black, we got to do free 99 stuff for each other. Where did that come from? How am I helping my fellow sister or my fellow brother elevate what he or she does if I'm saying, hey, come in here and do me a favor for free real quick? And family is the worst with that. Family, I had to set a family member straight a couple of months ago. I said, listen, I love what you're doing. It's great. But I said, it's not just me running my company. I have VAs. I have a social media manager. I now have an OBM with Sasha. I got other people I got to pay. I got to move. Sasha would tell you, I said, Fridays, we move money around. Fridays, money is moving. Money is moving around. I'm not sitting here. It's not just me. Hey, Tina Young. Hey, Tasha. So I just don't believe in that. Maybe y'all believe in that, but I don't believe in that. I believe the best way you can help your fellow sister or your fellow brother grow and elevate is to charge them and for them to charge you. And then the relationship is different. It doesn't feel like, oh, okay, I'm doing her a favor. So lots of times when people are doing free 99 stuff for you, they show up when they want to show up. They turn in things when they feel like turning in things because you are not a priority. You're not a priority. They're not going to fit you into the day because guess what? They're doing you a favor. right? Just saying. So probably another reason why you probably have doubt is because you're hitting another transition in your business. And that's one thing I had to transition in my business. I had to say, listen, this showing up, because y'all know when I show up on summits and virtual summits, I beat, honey. Hey, Amanda Kelly. I beat, honey. Y'all see, I beat my face down, honey. Okay. I get prepared for it. I make sure my shirt is ironed. I got, the jewelry on, my hair, my wrap is done right. And, sometimes you just show up and it's just like, why did I show up for this thing for? I could have did this on my own platform. I could have did this for myself. Right? Just saying. The third way that I get, hey, Melissa, how are you? What's up, babe? What's up?
Dinner is ready.
Dinner's ready? Okay, mommy's going to eat in a second. Thank you, big boy. Oh, that's why you came in here, because you wanted icy. Go ahead. Child, I went to the supermarket today. We got, these kids love ices. I don't know what it is about ices and little kids, but they love ices. Because they're invested. We especially struggle with understanding the time is a transactional. Yes. That's why I changed my pricing structure. Thank you for mentioning that, Charlita. We multiplied our pricing structure by 3. Hey, Sandy Martin. Sandy, did you go to the gym? I know the gym reopened last week. We multiplied our pricing by 3. And y'all going to see my new media kit is about to come out very soon. Because not only is what the actual service that we provide is a lot, it's the back and forth communication that goes on in email, in the inbox. That is time that needs to be transactional. So if any of you who are course creators or any of you who are service providers, please understand that your time is transactional. Communication and messenger and email, all that time you're spending on communication, you got to charge for that because you're going to be overwhelmed. Oh, no worries, Katrina. No worries, love. That is all transactional because 3 times all this. Sorry, y'all. And can y'all see me? I don't know why my Wi-Fi is acting up today. Can y'all see me, y'all? Yes. Let me know if y'all can hear and see me real quick. My connection has been acting up all freaking day. And I don't understand why. I think one of the kids hit the router. All right. Type in 1 if y'all can hear me and see me. Oh, thank you, Shalita.
What was that I didn't even ask her for icy?
Yeah, but you asked me.
Yeah, I asked her. I mean you.
He asked me, Aurora.
What?
I said he can have icy. Why he has to ask you?
Huh?
Why does he have to ask you for it?
I didn't say that.
All right. Okay, go. Okay. All right, y'all. These kids are something else. You have to charge for that. That's important. All right, you guys can see me. Thank you, Charlita. Thank you, Melissa. The last thing is whenever I'm dealing with doubt in my business, it's just another thing. When I notice whenever I'm stepping outside my comfort zone, which, believe it or not, is all the time. Whenever I'm stepping outside my comfort zone and I'm either adding on a new thing to my business or going down a different path or a newer path in my business, I do feel like, oh my God, this is a little bit uncomfortable because I'm going into the unknown or I don't know what to expect, especially when you are dealing with other individuals. One thing you cannot control is other people. And this is probably the main reason why I scale back a little bit from collaborating and partnerships, because you can't control what that other person is going to do or say or act on their end. I have had in the past where I would partner with people on different launches or different programs, and they would, get scared and just say, okay, I can't do it. I just don't think I'm ready. And then you already got the ball rolling, the excitement going and everything. And then you're like, wait a minute, girl, we've been talking about this for months. we've been talking about this for months, and then you backed out. You know, you get that sometimes, you know, where you deal. So that is another, you know, you get burnt from that. You feel like, oh my God, girl, I'm just going to do me, and I'm not going to add anybody on what I'm doing. I'm not going to convince people of why I'm doing is going to be amazing for everyone. I'm just going to do me. But again, you have to step out of that. You got to understand that now when you're getting out there and you're collaborating and you're trusting people and you're doing partnerships and adding people onto your back end to help you, not to get uncomfortable by it. Just make it for what it is. It's like it's going to allow you to elevate to that next level, you know. So listen, guys, I'm going to go eat because my little boy said that dinner is ready. I know it's late, but child, we had a whole bunch of stuff going on today. So I hope this brought you guys value. Again, head on over to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. Right there currently. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing my Success Spotlight talk show at 8 p.m. Eastern. So you want to tune into that. Coffee with Coach is coming back tomorrow morning at 11:30-ish Eastern Standard Time. And hold on, now my Wi-Fi is back on. I don't know what is going on with the Wi-Fi today. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure. Okay, sorry about that. Our Wi-Fi has been acting up today. Lord, Verizon, what are y'all doing? Okay, it's working now. Can y'all see me? Give me a number 2 if y'all can see and hear me. Let me clean my camera too. Ooh, I look clearer now. Thank you, Charlita. Yeah, so I hope you guys got a lot of value out of this. You know, it's like I said, I always tell people that building a business is not easy. I know people like to promote that easy life when it comes to building a business, that you're going to be free, everything's going to be easy. You know, a lot of people, y'all listen, don't be fooled by all these people who are showing you Lamborghinis and houses and living on an island and stuff. I mean, we've all gotten sort of manipulated in a sense by that, because it's like for some of us, it's the destination that we want to aspire to reach. But can I tell y'all a true story, a true experience that happened to me when it came to falling into that freedom, that, you know, freedompreneur or unstoppable lifestyle or whatever. Y'all want to hear a true experience that I've experienced with that? Like, not even a true realization. I had to come to a Jesus moment. Do y'all want to hear that? Type in yes if y'all want to hear about that. Child, when I came into that realization of that is not the life I want to live, I had to come to a because some of the lifestyles y'all watching people live, when you actually experience that firsthand or even experience a glimpse of it, you be like, I don't want to live this type of life. Like, girl, I'm just a regular individual. I just want, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Tawanta, how are you? So, thank you, Katrina. So, I used to be like so amazed at watching people who traveled the world, or watching people who had all these houses and villas and all this stuff. And it wasn't until I started to travel the world. Y'all saw me. I've been to Bali, honey. I've been to Australia. I've been all over the place. And I was like, wait a minute. They ain't got no Popeyes. Wait a minute. Oh, my God. I can't go to McDonald's. They don't got a Cold Stone. They don't got a Walgreens up the street. Like, I'm a city girl. I want to be able to go out at freaking 8, 9 o'clock at night and able to get me like a sub sandwich or something, like a real deli hero. You ever been to like a real Italian deli and get like the real cold cuts and the chicken cutlets, honey, and they put it on a mean sandwich, you know, with all the sauces and stuff and peppers and all, you know. And I'm like, oh my God, they don't got none of that. Like, I know that may not be much to other people, but that's a lot to me. Like, to me, that's civilization. To me. Okay? Anything else beyond that, it's like I'm living in a third world country or something. No shade to third world countries. I'm just saying, like, after I snapped out of that and realized the type of girl I am, Like if I don't have certain things in my environment that is accessible to me, I get depressed. I do. Oh, I don't know, Katrina. That's weird. Yeah, that you know what, Katrina, that happened to me too. Really, I think it's a glitch with Facebook. Don't even worry about it. I know what you're saying. Like when, whenever, even if you're not touching anything, the emojis that pop up, it has your picture on it. That's just a glitch. That happens to me all the time. But because the system has maybe these are new people that you're not friends with, and your picture is popping up in their place. So don't even worry about that, girl. But because I noticed that too, and I was like, did somebody hack into my account, honey? Okay. So yeah, so that I had to have like a come to Jesus moment. I had to have a moment of like, listen, girl, if you ever lived on this island or lived this type of life that you've been seeing individuals and beyond individuals live, you would be miserable. You will be bored. And that's why my husband and I have never left New York yet. Like we want to move out of state, but it's like the hardest part about moving from one state to the next. It's like, it's the environment that you're used to having. It's like, if you go into a new environment and it has to take you a longer time to get access to certain things that you could like easily get access to like that. It's like, girl, I might as well stay where I'm at. Because where I live, I don't need a car. I could, honey, I could go do laundry around here. I can go to the supermarket. It's like, you don't need certain things. I was like, girl, if I live over here, I'm going to need a car. And one country I visited, we're going to need a motorbike. I don't want to ride no motorbike. What I look like on a motorbike with 5 kids? Child, I went to the country one time. There was a whole family on a motorbike. The mama, the children, and their groceries. I was like, oh no. Oh no. No. This is not my ministry. I'm not doing that. Tawanta, yes. I was like, and I'm not shading anybody. If that's what y'all do. I know I have people that follow me from everywhere. I'm talking about myself. Yeah, girl, a motorbike with flip-flops. I'm going biggest, my size 10 in a flip-flop on a motorbike with 5 of my kids on it. And groceries. Oh, no. I'm good. I'm staying right where I'm at in my minivan and with my air conditioner. That's another thing. I visited one country. I was speaking in one country. And y'all, the second day I'm there, I feel like I'm at a mental like because I'm a network marketer that helps people start their own travel business. And time people are afraid to travel for the most part. Yes, but that's different. I'm talking about the lifestyles that people market. That you look at that and you're like, oh my God, I want that lifestyle. And you're like, when you actually go and see how those people live, you're like, whoa, that's not what I want. You could travel the world and still, I know a lot of people that travel the world and they live in New York just like me. Their main home is in New York, but they travel from place to place to place, But anywho, what was I going to say? I remember I was speaking in one country and second day I was there, the power went out. Yeah, the flip-flops, girl. Well, I look like running in flip-flops. Anyway, the power went out. So I come out my room, my little suite. It was a beautiful suite, by the way. It was very nice. And I was like, what happened? Oh, this is normal. Oh, no, it's not for me. Because y'all know, I'm talking to my real sisters here. Y'all know when the power goes out, when we were little kids, we were looking out the window for the van. The Con Edison van, the Keyspan, whatever electrical company that you had at the time. You're like, oh, they're cutting people's stuff off today. So I got a little bit, I came out of my suite and I'm like, do they got the van outside? Oh no, this is normal. Oh, I can't do that because it's a certain level of anxiety that comes up in me because I'm not used to just power shutting on and off. And, you know, I ain't gonna lie, here in New York when we had that blackout, I had to been like, that had to been back in 2012 or whatever. There was a big blackout here in New York. Everything blacked out. Long Island, Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx. Child, when we had that blackout, I looked at my mama. I said, Mama, you paid the bill? She's like, don't sweat me. I paid the bill. I was like, you paid the bill? Because I didn't even care to look outside and notice that the traffic lights was out. Everything was out. Yeah, we don't play the power. Any power shutting off here. We're like, wait a minute. Either we didn't pay the bill or there must have been a massive blackout. Did you pay the bill? Yeah, Shirley, that's what I just said. That's what I just said. I looked at my mama's. It had to be back in 2012, long time ago. I was like, Mom, did you pay the bill? Because y'all know how the electric company be, honey. They'll shut your stuff off and drive right off down the road. They don't even knock on your door. So when they say, oh, well, this is normal, I say, I can't do this. What if I'm straightening my hair? So I got chemicals in my hair. I got to wash out. I can't see if the soap is pink or white. Y'all know when y'all give yourselves a perm, a relaxer, and you got to look at the suds to make sure that I can't see the suds. I got to charge my phone. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's my whole moral of this story that I'm sharing with you guys is a lot of the lifestyles that you see that people are living, you probably don't want to, that's probably something that's not going to be your ministry. You're going to see a bunch of red flags because if you're used to a certain type of environment, right? You can level up your luxuries and your house and all these different things. But if the environment is massively different, you're going to be like, oh no, girl, this is not me. Oh, the humility, I call it humility, Tawanda. The humidity in some of these places that we look at other people living, we're like, oh my God, I would love to live there. You can't even keep a curl in your hair because it's so hot. Yeah. Yes, girl. So I appreciate that. It just is what it is. I think we all need to just sit back and have that moment of realization of saying, well, what is the true life I want to live? Like, what is going to make me feel 1,000% comfortable, accomplished, and elevated? And I tell people all the time, just as simple as somebody coming over here and cooking my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that's freedom for me. Because I'm now going to be a mother of 5 children. Somebody coming in and cooking food for me, that's oh my God. Or doing laundry. I remember when very first time I started to have somebody come here and pick up my laundry and do it for me, even though I already have a washer and dryer. Girl, I used to be listening to the neighbors. Oh my God, she can't wash her own clothes. Thank you, Denise. Oh my God. No, she don't got these people coming up here again and picking her laundry. Yes. Because I don't like to do laundry. That's 3 whole hours. Listen, you got a lot of kids. There's a lot of clothes, okay? And a husband and all that. It's a lot. I don't want to spend 3 hours a day washing and folding. No, have somebody come in here and do it. That for me is freedom. Like when people think of freedom, like when I tell you guys how I help you, build freedom in your business, that for me, for my level of freedom is having people come in, help you out with some of the things that either you don't like to do or take too much time to do so that you can do the things that you love to do, right? Hey, Gloria, how are you? Yeah, and whether people talk about you or not, it doesn't matter. It's just like, you want to be free from a lot of things that put you in bondage, that keeps you stuck to it for hours and hours on end, and you're not getting any type of joy from it. So why not employ people who are gifted at doing it? Because I can't fold as good as these people who fold my clothes. Yeah, girl. Thank you, Charlita. Child, when you have multiple children, honey, oh my God, when this whole pandemic thing happened, and I couldn't get my Amazon grocery orders here for a while, I was devastated to go to the supermarket, because I used to get all of my grocery, my meat, my produce, everything delivered. And I remember my husband, we first started going back to the supermarket again, it was like, okay, where is everything at? We were like lost. Okay. So it's all right. I'm gonna hop off. So I hope y'all got a lot of value out of this. Like I said, this was just a check-in. I haven't been showing up live as much this week because I had a lot of errands to do. Practically every day when I thought that I didn't have an errand, I had an errand. Y'all know I'm planning for my baby to come soon. 34 weeks. She's gonna be in 6 weeks. She's gonna be here. Hopefully, I'll get up to my due date this time. I don't know, because y'all know I had my last baby in the car. And let me share a story with you before I leave of what happened to me today. So today I went to my 34-week appointment, right? Went to my appointment. My doctor's talking to me, you know, whoop-de-whoop. And so I come out of my appointment, and, you know, now when you go visit your OBGYN, they want you to schedule your next appointment there at the desk. So I'm like, cool, I'll schedule my next appointment, because I know when I get home, I'm going to forget to schedule my next appointment. So let me do it here. So there's some new receptionists at the desk. I said, Miss, I want to schedule my next appointment. Now, whenever I schedule an appointment, I want a printout. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like when you schedule an appointment, you want them, you don't want it written on no card. You want a printout showing that that appointment is confirmed, is in the system. So I told the young girl, I said, listen, I need a printout of my appointment. Okay. She goes, she prints this out, and I grabbed a piece of paper. I go on the elevator, and I look at the paper, and I was like, what is this surgery thing? It says I'm supposed to have surgery on the 16th. The 16th is next week. So, child, I looked at that. I hit the button on the elevator. I hit the button to go back upstairs to go and to confront the girl. So I go in there, get back to the 5th floor. I put the paper down. I said, Miss, what is this surgery thing? She's like, oh, you're going to have a C-section next week. I said, no, I am not. I'm not having a C. Who? Me? She's like, yeah, your name is Letitia Campbell. I said, yes, it is, but I'm not having no C. I'm going to be 35 weeks next week. I'm like, that's too early to have a baby. Yeah, Baby V made my babies make a grand interest, because my doctor says that my uterus is a unpredictable uterus. So, because when I go into labor, things speeds up fast. So, but I ain't having no C-section. No shade to any of y'all who had C-sections in the past. If I don't have to get one, I'm not going to get one. And I especially am not getting one at no 35 damn weeks. Yes, Twanta. I didn't mean to yell at the little girl, but you know, you ever hear something like, anybody ever told you something that you was shocked to hear and your voice just elevated? That's what happened to me today. My voice just elevated, right? People turned around in the waiting room and everything. I said, no, I am not. I leaned over that counter, Twanta. I leaned over that counter, because Twanta's from New Jersey, so she know what I'm talking about. I said, no, I am not. I wanted her to look in my eye and see my whole proof. I'm gonna have no C-section next week. So she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go in the back. I'm like, go do what y'all have to do. Change this, because my doctor told me that if I don't need to have a C-section, whatever. So she go in the back, she whooped through, she changed it up, and she gave me my actual appointment. Yes, girl, Charlita. Child, please, honey. See, we got to read, y'all. We got to make sure that people don't just take what people give you, honey. Now, just imagine if I just took the paper, put it in my purse, and went on about my business. I would have showed up next week, and they'd be getting ready for me to put on scrubs and all this other stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. So today was a very, very eventful day, child. Very, very eventful day. I was like, let me just share that story because with everything that's going on, I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world with the pandemic and things like that. People got a lot of stuff, on them. But child, imagine I had went downstairs and told my husband, like, oh yeah, they scheduled me for a C-section next week. He would have passed the hell out. Child, he would have passed the hell out. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave on that note. Y'all have a good day. I hope this brought you guys a lot of value. Don't forget, head on over to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. Yes, baby. What you need?
I thought everyone else.
Everybody else is not in here? That's okay. Yeah. Let me go. Good night, guys. Good night. Join me back here tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Coffee with Coach. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but y'all definitely got to show up because it's going to be juicy. Make sure y'all register for my Success Spotlight talk show. Go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. For those of you guys who want to grow your business, make sure that y'all join my wait list. We're about to kick off another round of my Success Challenge. It's my 14-day challenge. It's going to be kicking off very soon. So if you want to be the first to know of it, go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com and get on the wait list. For those of y'all who want to book a discovery call with me, if you need some systems in place in your business, some assets done, whatever you need in your business for the back end structure, definitely go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com. Just go to CampbellSuccessNetwork.com for everything. Thank you, Therese. It's all there. So go head on over there and check it out. Thank y'all for watching. As always, don't forget, get out there and dominate because it's time to design a life that you, in fact, deserve. Till next time. Bye, guys.